Hi y'all, it's Susie. Welcome back to my craft room. I hope everybody is having a good day. I am, and I want to thank you all for being here. I want to thank all my new subscribers and all the ones that have been hanging out with me for a while. I appreciate each and every one of you with all my heart. Okay, today we are going to work on these pockets that we made in week 3. And so I have already made my sample of what we're going to be doing. So in this one, I have put a little journaling card here, here, and here. Okay. And then we had this pocket on the side, remember? And so I made a journaling card to go in there. And then when this is glued down, I'll glue it down on 3 sides. Here, here, and here. And then I can tuck this one in back behind it. So plenty of journaling space in this. So that's what we're going to be doing today with our other ones. Okay, so I'm going to pull these in. And this is what we're looking at for today. And I'm going to see, we got a scrap there. Oh, that might work good. Kind of have a scrap there we can use. That one we can use, I think. Let's see, how tall is that? Oh, yeah, we can use that one. That'll be close, won't it? Well, yeah, that we can use that one. We could definitely use that one. Have some more of these kind of little cards. Let's see. That might be... We could probably use that. Let's see, do I have any other little scraps over here? I think that's about it for my scraps. And then we'll have to start cutting from some papers if we don't have enough. All right. I think I made all of these the same size. I'm just going to do a quick look on that. It's 2 and about 7/8. Same. Okay, so all these are the same. And that one's a little bit bigger. Yeah, for the most part, they're like a 1/16 of an inch off, it looks like. Yep. Okay. So, I'm going to cut my cards to about maybe 2 1/4 or so. I think we said that one was good. Oh, that's almost 2 1/2. Did I say that one would fit? I did not. I'm going to have to go in and check my pockets to see how the glue is in those. But I kind of want to make all of the pieces, you know, for these 3 pockets the same size. I don't want them, you know, to be like some bigger or smaller. I mean, you can if you want to. I just need to trim that one down a little bit. I mean, a very little bit. So let's see. I'll take some off this edge because this looks, I don't know why it looks a little more uneven. It's probably my eyes. Y'all know how my eyes are. Well, it's about right on the money here, so I'm just going to take just a sliver off of that. Okay. I think I was actually going to put that in that way. Okay. Still don't have this one opened up enough. See what's going on here. There we go. Okay, and then I want to take a little bit off the side over here. Maybe about 1/4 inch, I think. This is really going to be, you know, my template for what I'm going to do with these. Okay, so I'm going to leave that like that. And then I'm going to make 2 more the same size to go in these pockets. So I think I want to use this. And maybe that. This one looks about the right width. Just a tiny bit narrower. So then I'm going to cut off the length. Let's fix this width first. That's while I have it here, I'll just go ahead and do the whole thing. Okay. And I think I was going to do this one. Yep, that way. All right. That's too narrow. Wait a minute, did I do that wrong? Oh, it's going to go like that, I think. Figure out how I did this now and make sure they're all about the same. Okay, I think I want to take this side off a little bit. I really like the flowers, but they don't really go with these pink ones, so maybe we'll use a different piece. So now let's see if we got this right. Put one in there. One in there. Oh, that one didn't cut all the way through. Okay, and one in there. Okay, so I think I'm gonna like that good enough, and I'm gonna round the corners off on these. So that everything's not so squared off. You can do it however you want to. You can leave them like they are. You can round them. You can cut them into tags if you want to. However you want to do it. Would be great. It's going to look good however you decide to do it. Okay. Now I want to ink these up real quick. Well, I thought I did. I still do. I just don't know what I did with my ink. Oh, there it is, right in front of me. Okay. What do they say? If it was a snake, it would have bit me. Well, that seems to be true. Thank God it's not a snake, right? So, what's everybody up to? Are y'all still enjoying this series? After this week's projects, or basically the next, or after this, we have 3 more that we'll be doing to make tags for, I believe. And then we will be doing decorating, and that's going to be fun. So, y'all be excited about that, right? We all like that. All right, I think I'm going to check to make sure that these are like the same size over here. Okay. Let's just check because I want to cut them all. I'm going to go ahead and cut. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cut 6 this size to fit in those pockets. All right, well, close to that size. I want them all to be similar, so let's do, that one's bigger. Let's see. All right. Let's cut these down to this size. They slid, oh no, they slid. Okay, there's that. So then I just need to get the height. So I'll be going in like that. And just going in like that, I believe is how I did it. Yep. Okay, so now I just want to cut these down a little bit. Now let's try to see if they'll, I'm sure they will. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and round these corners. I think this was the first one I did. I'll put this one in here. And this one in here. That one in there. Okay. Now, to the next one, I'm going to put, see, I think I want to do this one in here. And this one in here. And this has a little red in it, so I want to put that one in there. And those look nice, don't they? And if you remember, I did, see, it was 2 that went this way and 2 that went this way. So you could put them in your book however you wanted to. Somehow I got that straightened out. I guess I had some glue on my hands or something. Anyway, we'll get back to those in a minute. And this one, I'm going to cut these to be about the same size. Okay, and then the height, let's see, how tall do I want them? Take about a 1/2 inch off, I think. Let's take about a 1/2 inch off and try it again. Okay. Let's see if I cut that too short. Nope, that's going to be about right there. Okay. Yep. Once I round those corners, it'll be easier to get them in and out. So that one didn't matter too much, but that one does. So let's cut. Okay. So I'm going to round these corners real quick. Yep. Please be sure to give me a like. Hit that thumbs up button down there. And if you would, please leave me a comment. I appreciate your comments so much. They just keep me going. They really, really do. And I appreciate them. And if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you along with us. And if everybody would hit that notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a video, I would sure appreciate that too. Okay. Okay, I like that. So let me ink all of these. I got those other 3 too that I didn't ink yet. I know I could do this off camera like I did last time, but I think this is going to go pretty quick this time. And I don't think you'll mind too much if I just ink our few little pieces that we're doing today. Okay, and then for the next 3, if y'all have any napkins or tissue paper or, magazine pages, anything that you can decoupage, because that's what we're going to be doing for the next batch of things that we're going to be working on, which I think is going to be back from week 3 or something. I'll have to go look again. I'll tell you in a minute. But it's going to be all the little bags that we made. So we're going to be using decoupaged cardstock, or, you know, decoupaged double-sided pages. And you know what? If you don't have napkins, or you don't have, you know, any tissue, or, you know, pictures or whatever, you can absolutely use any images that you have, you know, any journaling cards that you have that, you know, kind of match your theme. You know, or you can use, you know, book page. You can use sheet music. You can, you know, I mean, you can use anything, you know, just anything that kind of, you know, matches with what you're doing. Just, you know, go for it. Because, you know, all we're going to do is make journaling cards and stuff to go in our bags. And now before I start, I'm going to go ahead and decoupage my napkins down, because to try to decoupage them and get them to dry prior to, and, you know, well, I mean, if I did it while I was videoing, it would take more than 15 minutes to get them decoupaged and then for them to dry. So, I obviously wouldn't make that. I don't even know if I'd make 30 minutes or an hour doing that. So, you know, I will have my pieces ready. I won't cut them, but I will, you know, already have them decoupaged down on, you know, my cardstock or double thick paper, you know, whichever I end up doing. And I do have quite a few napkins. I'm not sure if they're going to match, but we're gonna go for it. Okay, so that gets all of those all the little pockets done. So now all I have to do is worry about, you know, putting stuff in these 3 pockets and then, you know, back behind it. So let me pull in some pages, because my scraps obviously are not going to work here. Move my scraps kind of out of the way. And let's see. That's about the perfect size, isn't it? Okay. So how wide do I need it? I need it to be about... Uh-oh. Let me check my little... Make sure these are opened up enough. And I didn't glue them... Oop! I didn't glue them down too much. Be easy if you're, you know, trying to make sure your pieces are open, because you'll do what I almost did and go almost through the side. I was trying to go too fast, I guess. Okay, let's see. This is up. So I need to turn that up. Well, that's about perfect. So I'm just going to mark this for right here, and that's where I'm going to cut it. Okay. So obviously I am not going to get out 2 out of this particular piece that I had left. Do I want to keep that in the front? Well, I could take a little off each end, I guess. See, how wide is that? That's about 3 5/8. So I'm going to take this much off. So that'd be 1 inch. And then if I take, so where's 3 5/8 on here? Ooh, I'm going to take a little bit more off this edge. And it doesn't matter if the whole thing's not in there, but I would like for it to be a little more in there than that. Okay. Let's go 3 5/8 and see what happens. 1, 2, 3 5/8. That puts it pretty close. Okay. So let me do that. Okay. And let's see how that'll look. Probably need to take a little bit more off of that, don't I? I don't think it'll matter. I can make that one stick out a little bit further, but I am going to take a little more off. Okay. So probably 3 1/2 would have been better. So I'm going to take about 1/4 inch off, and this wasn't even straight. My goodness, was I off. Okay, let's try that. Much better. Okay, so now I'm just going to round these corners and then ink this up. And the size of this is going to be about the size you need to tuck into the back as well. So, you know, keep that in mind. The decorating is going to be lots and lots of fun. So I'm anxious to get through the next 3 after this one. And then we can kind of start decorating and, you know, bringing our pieces together a little bit. Okay. So that'll be that one. And then I can take another piece. Let me get another piece and cut it down while I'm here. And I think I said 3.5, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut off 3.5 from this. And I think I'll just go ahead and cut 3.5 off twice, so that well, yeah, because I need it for this. So I'm gonna cut off 3.5 twice. What am I doing there? I was gonna mess up, wasn't I? Okay. Actually, I think I want to do 3.5, 3 3/4, because this one's going behind and I want it to stick out a little bit more. So 1, 2, 3 3/4. Just want it to stick out a little bit further than the other one, you know, so that you can tell. Of course, I could always put a tag on it. And then how long did I need that? I needed that about 7 3/8. Okay. So let me cut these down to 7 3/8. Let's just go 7.5 just for fun. No, 7 3/8 because it's going back behind there. That'll work. Okay. So let's see if this one will fit. It will, and when it glues down, it'll be right about there. And that'll be perfect, because you can see it. All right, so I'm going to ink this up real quick. Okay, so that'll tuck in behind there, and then ink the back. I want to round these corners. What was I thinking? I heard y'all yelling at me, round the corners, round the corners. See, y'all were loud enough today. I appreciate that. I tell you what, y'all, I missed y'all while I was out. You know, I feel like so cut off from the world, and, you know, even though I got, you know, messages and emails and things like that, I felt kind of alone, you know. It's like, y'all just don't realize, you know, how much I enjoy crafting with you. And, you know, it's just like we're a family, you know, and I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all so much. You just don't even know how much y'all helped me. All right, so this one will slide in behind that. So I'm just going to take wait, it goes this way. Sorry about that. I'll slide this in behind that. I'm going to put a paper clip on there. Keep those pieces together. Okay, and then this piece, I think will go right in here. It will. Perfectly. But I just want to cut it down just a little bit. Maybe, 1/2 inch. Let's take a 1/2 inch off that. Okay. Well, that'll look good. All right, let me round these corners and ink this little piece up real quick. You know, I'm glad that that Halloween's over, and that you know, been working on my gratitude journal a little bit, which I'll share with y'all on Sunday. I figured I would just update y'all about once a week about, you know, what I've done and how I've journaled each day, and, you know, maybe some things that I've added, and, you know, and post some of my things on the Facebook group. And I do hope that y'all post your projects on the Facebook group. I will leave the links in the description below. But it is our Facebook group. It's not mine. It is ours. And I'm really excited about it. Okay. So I'm going to cut another one about this size to go. I need two. I need one for here and one for behind there. But one at a time, right? Let's go this way. Ooh, I don't have to really cut much off of that. How much do I need to cut off that? About... oh, goodness, maybe... wow, about... is that 3/8? About 3/8 of an inch? Let's do that. I have no idea what I was talking about before I got sidetracked with my cutting, but oh wow. Let's cut this much off and see what happens. Okay. That's like right on the money. Okay, so then I need it to be, I'll just say 3 1/4 wide. So let's go about, no, I need to go 3 1/2 on this one because I need it to stick out further. So 1, 2, 3 1/2. Okay. So let me stick this one. Is this one I was working on? I'm lost all of a sudden. What did I do with the other one? There's one. Y'all probably see it. Oh, right there. Okay. So y'all probably see it, and I don't. And I'm just losing my mind. Okay, let's stick this back in here. Okay. And I want to clip these curves. Clip these curves. Clip these corners. Y'all know what I meant, right? If y'all are wondering what I'm doing with all these little itsy bitsy scraps, I've got me a little pile of stuff going on over here, and I'm gonna make some faux handmade paper that I saw Rachel on Craft Portal do. And so these are just kind of my little strings and my little pieces of napkin that are left and little pieces of whatever. And so anyway, if you haven't watched that video, y'all go check it out. It's pretty cool. Joanne over at Journaling Adventures made some, and she's got a little video up on it too, so y'all go check that out too. Well, I mean, she didn't do a how-to video like Rachel did. She just, I think, showed her results, and it looked awesome. Her little scraps were a little bigger than, well, a lot bigger than Rachel's, but I thought both of their papers turned out awesome. But Rachel will walk you right through it and tell you how to do it. It's pretty neat. So I will try to remember to link her video below, and Joanne's over at Journaling Adventures as well, so that y'all can, you know, see her results too. Because, I mean, either way, you know, even if you don't have tiny, tiny little scraps like that, you can make it work. And I think Joanne even used some spices, you know, like out of the spice cabinet, some little seeds and things like that. All right, there is that piece. You know, see, once this is glued down, then that'll fit in right there. And if need be, you know, I could always put a tab on here or a ribbon or something to pull that out, you know, as well as this one. So, I mean, you know, do whatever you want to. So I'm going to paper clip that together. You know, when it comes time to decorate, and then when it comes time to put them in a journal, you'll know, you know, whether you need, this is too long or not, you know, whether you're going to have to trim this down some, and if so, then you're probably going to have to trim this down and maybe even this card. So, I mean, you know, just, you know, don't stress over anything. Okay, now on this one, I probably need, I'm sorry about my phone, y'all. I'm going to have to take this, unfortunately. Okay, I'm going to have to call it a day. Blessings and hugs to everybody. I love you all bunches. Thank you for joining me.